Mchunu, he's at the High Court in Pretoria. Very good morning to you, Manqoba. What can we expect to take place in the courtroom today?
Well, the defense is playing its cards close to its chest this time, not wanting to really reveal who they're going to call next on the stand. But what we do know is that several of Pistorius' neighbours are still yet to be called by the defense to testify on its behalf. Now, we do expect that some of the neighbours will include the two neighbours that stay directly next to Oscar Pistorius' home, that being Michael and Ion Tlengetwa, who stay at number 287, which is the house on the left of Oscar Pistorius' home, as well as Bareng and Rita Motswana, who stay at house number 285. Now, they're going to testify to the fact that they heard screams that night, but that the screams that they heard that night were not from a woman, but that, in fact, they're going to claim that they heard screams from a man, suggesting that it was Oscar Pistorius who screamed moments before the shooting, or moments after the shooting, in fact, and not Reeva Steenkamp, as claimed by the state's previous witnesses. Now, it's important what they're going to testify, because it's going to dispute the state's claim that there was an argument, and the fact that there were blood-curdling screams that came from Reeva Steenkamp moments before the shooting and immediately after the shooting, which is going to then weaken the state's case to say that there were screams and that there was an argument on that night. We also know that ballistic expert Tom Vulmarant is also going to be called by the defense, but when exactly he'll be called, we're not sure at this stage. What we do know is that he's also going to dispute the state's claim of the sequence of shots that Oscar Pistorius fired. We do know that both the defense and the state agree that the first bullet that hit Reeva Steenkamp hit her on her hip and then causing her to fall. But what is in dispute at the moment is whether she fell on a magazine rack or not. We know that the defense is claiming that the other three bullets hit Reeva Steenkamp while she was falling down, whereas the state is claiming that Reeva Steenkamp had fallen on top of a magazine rack. That's where the second, third and fourth bullets hit her, causing her to die. We are going to hear a different version from Vulmarant disputing this, obviously claiming that Reeva Steenkamp died while she was falling, which then means that she could not have screamed while these shots were fired. They are also going to argue that Oscar Pistorius fired the shots in a quick succession, which is going to be different to what the state has said, saying that there was a pause between the shots. We also still should hear how Oscar Pistorius screams like a woman when he's in distress. We're expecting an audio expert to take the stand on behalf of Oscar Pistorius and really give evidence and testimony on how Pistorius screams when he's in distress, and we're not sure yet if Pistorius himself will be called to the stand or asked to scream in that regard. But also we know that we're also expecting an animation company that is going to create the crime scene, recreate the crime scene as to what they believed happened that night. That morning he shot and killed Reeva Steenkamp. So we're yet to see really who the defense is going to call at this stage. It's only speculative. What we do expect is that they're going to call either the neighbours, Tom Vulmarant, or the audio expert.
We'll have to leave it there. Thank you so much, Manqoba. I understand you go by the name Tsala in some circles. We'll continue to cross to you throughout the course of the day.